There's a Stoic quote that says, comparison is the thief of joy. We are all human. We compare. I compared. I compare my house, my cars, my job, my kids. You just can't help but to compare as a human. Vacations that you get to go on. Everybody compares, must be nice. And then you have these feelings of it's not fair and they were lucky. And just comparison just tears away joy, per this quote. And I've actually found that to be true. So many of you folks out there, viewers, want to know exactly what my retirement assets are. Does it really matter? You're trying to decide whether I'm ahead or behind comparison. And I'm telling you, just 3 years into retirement, 3.5, it doesn't matter. Your plan is based on your savings, your expenses, your risk profile, your plans for retirement, your challenges that you may have. They're all different. You're not running in the same race as the neighbor across the street or myself. Comparison is impossible and I really believe meaningless. I wouldn't have said this 5 years ago, but it's interesting the lessons that retirement has taught me. I have a retirement club I meet with every Friday. There's about 15 of us. They're engineers, supervisors, managers, plant managers, even one vice president, HR, purchasing people, successful people. They had professional careers. But there were people that were individual contributors on up to, top management, people in our company that we all worked for. And some retired at 52 and some retired at 70. Median age was probably 60. And there's to me, just if you look at the dynamics every Friday, there was an unexpected surprise for me, is that 95% of the tendency to compare is gone. You're not comparing. There's no status, no egos around the group when we talk. Everybody has retired. Everybody has won the game. We're not really competing. Here we all sit. There's no winning of retirement. Everyone has a different definition of retirement. Some it's chasing the grandkids, some it's hobbies, some it's travel, some it's camping. It's all good with no judgment. And I think there's a genuine fascination with everybody understanding the story. So somebody will tell a story about their 3-month trip to Alaska. Somebody else will talk about their grandkids. Somebody else will talk about, maybe a woodworking hobby that they have, or boating. Everybody's doing their own thing, and we really kind of stopped caring about comparison. I thought this was fascinating. 3 years into retirement, 3.5 years into retirement, I wasn't expecting this. I believe this comparison, like the Stoic quote, comparison is the thief of joy. I think comparison creates a lot of stress in our life. I'm behind, I'm ahead, they're better off, it's not fair. A lot of stress, a lot of frustration comes from that. And in retirement, it just goes away. I wish I can, maybe a later video, I'll have a moment of inspiration where I can figure out how to do that during the working years. But I think this is one major source of joy and happiness in retirement, is this comparison magically goes away. So, hey, let me know in the comments if you're finding comparison in your career to be the source of a lot of stress and frustration and angst. And those of you that have recently retired, let me know if that comparison went away. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear those examples, and so we can all learn as a community. This is Joe out.